Hello everyone, and this is going to be a quick video review of Deluxe Animated Blazing Lockdown, part of the fifth wave of the Transformers animated figure line. He is actually a recoloring and kind of a re-accessorized version of the normal Lockdown. I don't have the normal Lockdown to show for any comparisons or anything like that, but noticeably he's lost a lot of silver. It's been replaced for either more black or this nice light coppery color here, and he also has golden flames. And I don't know if you guys can make it out. He's got the Decepticon symbol in black, kind of like in the midst of this part right here. It's kind of nice. But otherwise, it's all the same Lockdown, except he has this nice chainsaw thing here. And normally these two barrels are like folded in, but I like to do it like this. Kind of makes them look like a car off of Death Race or something. But anyway, let's get to this transformation. You kind of want to start off by untabbing the legs here, or what will be the legs. And then you want to kind of bring them down a little bit just to keep him away from all the chaos. Also untab what will be his arms. Lift the chainsaw up. And you're gonna just bring it off for now. Let's get that out of the way. Bring down both his legs. You want to rotate his waist. You want to pull down his legs right here. Take the front part where the headlights are, which are really nice, they're clear red. Take the front parts where the headlights are, bend the bottom portion of the leg so you can tuck this in. You'll hear a click. Bend it back up, do the same to the other side. Get his feet associated, which are his rear spoiler fender. You'll hear a slight click, and that'll let you know that's when to stop. Do it again. Oh, and you want to lift these tabs up, get him standing. Take his arms down, lift them back up. At the same time, you're lifting his shoulder guards up. Rotate the bottom portion of his arms. Bring out his hands. There's a tab sticking out there. You just kind of want to put your nail in there, and annoyingly, that's as far as his hand will go. Do the same with the other side. Next, you want to just bring down his chest. Get his head out somehow. And then you have Blazing Lockdown, and he's freaking tall. Now, before I continue, let me just bring in a couple other figures, just so that I can show you how tall he is. Here's Voyager Prime. And they're like pretty much side by side right now. Lockdown is still just as, or not just as tall, but still taller than a Voyager class Optimus Prime. And let's bring in Starscream. You can still see Lockdown behind there, but off camera, if you're like right here standing like in front of these guys, Starscream is still just like a couple millimeters or probably a centimeter shorter than Lockdown. So Lockdown is a pretty big figure, and he's a deluxe, so yeah. So for his articulation, his head will rotate. He also has some red light piping. You guys can see it, but I probably can't. I thought it was green to begin with. His arms will lift up about that far, and then they're attached by a hinge so they can go up higher. It will rotate on the bottom here, and he has a double jointed elbow, and it can touch his shoulder. His waist will rotate as far as we want. His legs are on a ball joint, so you can get a good range of movement here. There's also a rotating joint on his thigh. His knee will bend about that far, and his foot can go, well, that far up, I guess. And that's the extent of his articulation, I think. Oh, and his sucky hand just tucks in, and that's about it. There's probably a way you can fix this, but I'm not the one to ask. His accessory back here is this nice chainsaw attached to a little base with his EMP launcher on it, and you can attach on either side. I normally like to attach it on the his left. Well, you have to just tuck in his hand, and there's a hole and a peg, and it just sits there, and that looks nice. It's on his left hand in the show, so it'll be on his left hand on my toy. But the neat little feature about this chainsaw is on the right hand there's actually two tabs, and if you put it on the left, not the left but the right, that happens. His EMP launcher actually just activates, so he has a nice combo of weapon where you have an EMP charger and a chainsaw, so you can just kill an Autobot or something. Yeah, and that's it for Lockdown. A neat little feature about his EMP here, which he, according to the anime, he stole from Ratchet. Neat thing about it is, if you do have a Deluxe Ratchet, you can attach his EMP onto his left arm, because he has this weird indent here. And there he has his EMP launcher. Just like in the little flashback of episode, was it The Thrill of the Hunt, when Lockdown makes his appearance. You also want to rotate that, and that way it'll be more Ratchet. Oops. Yeah, that would be the annoying part. If you put on Ratchet, it doesn't really sit there too well. But yeah, that's it for Lockdown. There are 3 versions of him out. There's a Target special release. It's a clear Lockdown. They call it Stealth Lockdown. You get 2 not activators. You get 2 Legends figures with it. Costs about $15. I think special, except I think they fixed a few things that were the original release of Lockdown failed at. You can get the original Lockdown in like Walmart or Target still, because the new Blazing Lockdown just is just a new one. Everyone wants it. As for which one to get, it's totally up to you, because you get this one, you get the chainsaw weapon, and you get this nice little EMP thing here. But the normal Lockdown still has this EMP feature, and you can still use it with Ratchet. The only difference is it's colored differently, and you have a chainsaw instead of a hook. Although it would be nice to get both, because you can have one or the other have both weapons. Which is not a bad idea. I think I'm going to do that. And clear one, I don't know. It's just the clear one. But yeah, out of the 3, my personal favorite was this one, so I picked this one. If any of you guys want to get a Lockdown, it's totally up to you which one you want. But yep, this is Deluxe animated not Lockdown, but Blazing Lockdown. Before I actually close, here's a little teaser of my Arios, which I actually should be reviewing now instead of this guy. But I wanted to clear up my voice and get better lighting. It's like the nighttime right now. But yeah, I'll be reviewing him next, so just look out for that. Otherwise, see you guys later.